Hello guys, it's your boy Ibby Runs, Ibby Talks. I hope you guys are looking after yourself. I hope you guys are maintaining what you have in your life and doing the right things to take steps forward. So today I want to talk about starting over. And the reason why I want to talk about starting over is because, you know, when you are set forth a plan, a schedule, an event, a journey, and certain things get in the way, certain circumstances get in the way, just remember that it's not over, but just know that you can start over. Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple. You know, it's really important to really go out there and inspire others. Most importantly, inspire yourself, because, you know, the reason why I'm talking about this video and saying something in this video in terms of starting over is I had a plan, I had a vision to go out there and set myself a target to, run from Manchester to London. And that is still going to happen. But the preparation is what really got me to staying prepped, staying ready in that moment. And, I fell short. And the reason why I'm saying I fell short is because, I'm not gonna lie to you, I did make excuses and I said I was set to do this, I was set to do that. But in reality, I don't feel like I'm physically ready. But the thing is, what does that even mean, physically ready? You're not gonna be physically or mentally ready for that task. You are just have to be, able to just go and set forth the task. And all you can do is, just be there, show up, turn up, showing up and turn up. That's all that matters. Because, that I wasn't mentally ready or I'm not physically ready. I have to ask myself this. If I'm saying I'm not physically ready or mentally ready, that's just an idea. That's an illusion that we have in our minds to have some sort of, I don't know, how can I say it? It can kind of near yourself to wanting to be perfect or having that perfection. And that's not true. Until you show up, that is the closest you can get to that so-called idealization of perfection, or saying, I am not mentally ready or physically ready. And, that mindset that ends, the mindset going out there, turning up and showing up and doing it and getting it done, then someone that's going to have this ideology of, I wasn't ready or I wasn't physically ready to do this run. And, I don't want to be someone that lives in regrets or lives in, I should have or I could have. No, I want to be someone that pursues, be someone that endeavored, be someone that said, I showed up, I gave him my all, and I finished it and I conquered it. On the journey, on the way, there's things that found me out, there's things that exposed me that I never knew that I had. Because look, when you have that mindset to go out there and conquer and endeavor and go out there to search for that new version of yourself, that's all that matters. Showing up is all that matters. You're not always going to be 100% within yourself. So you have to gain in mind that you found something about yourself that you never knew. That's most important, because you're building that confidence, you're building that trust within yourself, and you know that, look, I'm going out there and I'm going to conquer. I have nothing to lose, but all to gain. A new relationship on the other side, new experiences, different adventures, different people you're going to meet along the way. And, I'm not going to quit myself. I can't quit myself because I've done things that I thought I'd never do in my life. And there's still more for me to give. And in your mind, you have to instill this within yourself. When you think you're done, just know that you're not done. You're only done when you're not here anymore, when you're not alive anymore. Because what you got to understand is, when you're here, you've got a mission to set. You've got missions to go for. You've got people to inspire. as much as you have to inspire yourself. And I always tell myself this every single day, that look, there's always a better version of you on the other side of any obstacles or any challenges that you're facing in this certain moment of time or this certain present. You know, you have to give your life to Christ. You have to search for God. And whatever you are pursuing, you have to have faith. You have to have some sort of belief, because look, it's beyond our human capacity to go forth and set out for these things. You know, we can plan, we can execute, but what you gotta understand is the plan is not always gonna go away. So you have to leave it to God. You have to leave it to Jesus or whatever you believe in. Yeah. And you have to understand that, look, the Holy Spirit is gonna guide me and trust me into what I am going to do. And I have to trust him, you know, into whatever you believe in. And you have to just walk righteous, and you have to just be authentic and have intention. Block out the noise, block out the distractions, and just focus on what you have to do and set forth and be a voice of the voiceless, be a voice of the people that are not around here anymore, that wanted to go out and seek, but they didn't have the opportunity or they didn't have the resources. So you have to do that. You have to stand forth and stand firm in doing that and believing that and achieving that. And then I have to go out there and achieve, because there's something in me. Even as I'm speaking now, there's certain things or certain trials and obstacles that I want to set forth, always fall short, set forth, always fall short. The human mind in me is saying, quit, stop, give up. No, have to keep going. The best gift is the present. The best gift is the process. The best gift is what I am giving out to you now. The best gift is the information that I'm saying, what I'm talking about now. That is the best gift. I cannot give up. I cannot stop. I cannot quit. And you have to be around people that are willing to go beyond. You have to give out, and you have to understand your mission. You're greater than this. Because look, all the trials and tribulations that are beating you down, that are smacking you down, where you think, oh yeah, cool, I'm going to be successful, I'm going to be rich. Don't worry about that. Worry about the process. That's a byproduct to what you are going to become. The best gift now and the best piece of advice now that I would say is the process is better. The process is better. And what I mean by that is being good with and being good without. That is the best gift. The resilience that you have to put yourself through. You have to push past everything that is set forth for you, because God and the universe sees you, that you're going to go past that test and understands you, and is going to rip everything outside of you where you thought that didn't happen within yourself, that you know there's more, that you're searching for more. Peace, love, guidance, and blessings.